Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, LMG here, and here I have to talk more about ELEX. Yeah, I did a review on this, and the internet lost their mind a little bit. One thing I did point out, I'm actually playing this in 60 frames per second. Even though my recording, it's getting 30 frames per second. It is a recording issue. And one of the questions was, didn't I test it out? I did. I did quite a bit. I decided to bring the video even if it was 30 FPS, because I don't think 30 FPS is that horrible. I'm a bit more old school, I guess. Some people, if they're not getting 100 FPS, they lose their mind. But, generally right now, I am playing in 4K and 60 FPS. I'm only recording it at 30 FPS. No idea why. I tried every recording software, and I do have a few, but they only want to... It's some kind of weird bug. I've only seen this like one other time. But it is seriously... Yeah, but enough about that. Yeah, I did give this a positive review. And I'm going to go in a little bit more depth about this and tell you why. Right now, I'll show a little bit more off the game. We're currently in Tavar. I've got a companion named Ray as well. And I finally got a freaking laser gun. Laser rifle makes a big difference now. It's a little bit better. One thing, like people were very angry about the combat. Well, actually, maybe we'll go show off a little bit. It does get easier when you have a companion. I still can't. We're about 20 hours into this game. I still can't take most things. I get wrecked by everything. I generally have to run away. There are mechs, the Albs, mutants, reavers. Quite a bit in this game. They will wreck your stuff. Everything will. Yeah, we're right out here in the desert right now. You can actually see an Alb converter right out there. That's really quite nice. But yeah, the internet lost its mind because I gave this an 8 out of 10. And it is an 8 out of 10 game. Let me tell you why. It's got a great story. It's got a huge universe. Choices matter. That's one of the things I was looking for in the game. Now, the combat, it's not perfect. It is not Shadow of War. As the Shadow of War, they've got the... Let's compare that, because that's the recent one I've been playing at the same time as playing this. Combat. Graphics like that. It's pretty awesome. The story, not as good as this one, but it's still not a bad story. Because everybody wants to be the Bright Lord. Not sure everybody wants to be Jax, former Owl Commander. And this is actually, spoilers, this is the D-bag from the beginning that stole our armor. But now, I decided not to kill him, and now we're friends, because, quite frankly, I need somebody. I do, the more the better. And these companions I will let you know, these companions can die. Yeah, generally goes horribly. I do end up having to reload, because, yeah, they died. They can die really bad. Let's head back up. What is Duras doing up there? Did I tell you to go back? Well, let's go to the camp. I told him to go back, but apparently he didn't want to. But there he is, apparently. Alright. Weirdly enough. So I do believe we get a companion for every faction. Yeah, we got Falk from the Clerics. I don't know if I even know what a Cleric is. Duras from the Beserkers. And we've got Ray from the Outlaws. Now, I don't know if there's any more yet. I've been through quite a bit of the game. What they talk about the combat. Let's go back to the combat and talk about that a little bit more. We'll go try to see if we can find some trouble. It took me quite a while. It took me quite a while to get this laser rifle. Yeah, you need a... Let's pop it in there. Yeah, let's open up the adjudicator. Yeah, laser rifle, because you need a dexterity of 39 and intelligence of 27 just to get the basic laser rifle. And initially when I started out, this was probably my bad. I started putting a couple points in each level. You're thinking that'd be alright. That's the general kind of way I do play some of these games. Yeah, but if you don't kind of figure out what you want to specialize in, what you want to do, it can go rather badly. So I actually, the last couple levels, just did dexterity intelligence, so I can get a laser rifle. And this is one of the easier things right here. That, nice. Yeah, I'm running out of ammo for that. I'd pick up some time. Right over to the Clerics. Yeah, but it's the oddest thing. I do apologize. Yeah, if I could bring this to you guys in 60, I would, but it is something really funky bug. just on the recording end. Like, this plays perfectly for me. So definitely don't worry about that. Like I said earlier, I could only get to run at 30 FPS. I know there's some people complaining with the FPS issues, but it kind of depends on your system, I would imagine. Try messing with the settings. Yeah, even if I turn all the settings down to zilch, still can only record this in 30 frames per second. It just wants to stay there no matter what I do, what software I use. So I do apologize for that. Whoop, get up over. And also, weirdly enough, all your companions have jetpacks. And they keep up enough, but I'm talking too much about the game. Music isn't bad. I give the music a good score. The music's pretty good. Though sometimes I did say it's a bit overpowering during the conversations. That is something I've noticed, and, well, since we're showing up the combat. Oh. Ammo doesn't grow on trees.
Oh, fuck. I suppose I'll have to deal with this.
Oh, Ray, I like you already, even though you're a scumbag. That's one of the great things about this game. Really no hand-holding either. I say I could actually turn this guy in for a bounty, killed him, got a big bounty. Would have been without a companion, but they truly leave it up to your choice. Also with Duras, I could have killed him the same way, and Bulk, I could have killed him too. And these guys could still die. Yeah, you gotta watch them out in combat. This game, not too forgiving. If you get in over your head, which is actually quite easy. But combat isn't that important in this game. It's really not, because the majority, what is going on over there? I don't really. Let's let this settle out. You don't get a lot, as you'll see, I didn't get a lot of XP for this. I don't get a lot of XP in combat because the majority of the XP you get is from doing quests. So the combat really wasn't important to me. The combat, it's okay enough, it gets the job done. A lot of people like to hate on the combat, but it's not bad. Am I... Say I got 0, am I totally empty? Reload? Well, I'm apparently out of ammo. Whoopsie. I'm new with the laser rifle. Let's just avoid that. Some more supplies. Maybe we'll go pop over to Hort and see if I can get some reload. Oh, crap. Well. Thanks for the backup, Ray. Really, Ray? You're a dick, Ray. Oh, God. Alright. Ray, you're a dick. Even though Ray's being a dick, I still love it. How is... Yeah. It does have some... I didn't gloss over. It does have some issues. But I think that can be patched out. Like, what a game doesn't launch with so many bugs? Okay, seriously? Oh, thanks, Ray. I really do think he was being a D-bag there. Really, Ray? Okay, yeah, I'm already... Thank you, Ray. These guys are a bit stronger than you, so I would recommend... You will enjoy the game a bit more if you get a companion early on. I just didn't get Duras, because it was a quest initially. I didn't get him right away because I thought that would tie me into a faction. So I didn't right away, so it may have made the game a little bit harder than it should have been. But heck, I enjoy Cuphead. I'm wrong with the hard game. Really beautiful land. Pretty early morning. It does have a day-night cycle as well. Yeah, is this game perfect? By no means is this perfect. But it's beautiful. It's generally a good game. I enjoy it. It's a good RPG. And most of the 2 points I took off was a lot of the technical stuff. The combat I didn't feel should be great. It's so much important. but I guess it's also on your perspective. If you want good, great combat, I would lean more towards Shadow of War, of course. But if you're looking for an open world RPG goodness, it's right here. It really is. Great story, good quests. There's still that weird problem with the women's chest animation sometimes, but other than that, did we actually already get this one? Oh, I didn't. Oh, this must be the Valley of the Damned.
Wait a moment.
Uh-oh.
Ray? Is that you? You sneaky bastard.
Did they mention Ray's wanted?
Man, Ray, you are deep in the shit. Do you know that?
I am glad to see you too, Mason.
Oh, it might be a
Who's
friend.
this? Are you Ray's new watchdog or something? Woof. Oh, funny.
Okay, that's
Question.
good. Come on.
Do you know how much his ass is worth? That amount of shards isn't funny. So you and me might have a problem.
Why is he worth so much?
You don't know there's a contract out on him? I
Actually, we do know.
everywhere. I thought that was why you were looking for him.
Do you have one of those contracts with you?
And if I do?
Let's say I could buy it off him. I generally try to do the non-violent
I'll
approach.
buy that contract off you, and you can forget
Because
about
more than
it.
likely, he will wipe the
Forgetfulness
floor
can be
with us. He will
expensive.
wipe the floor with us.
It can easily cost, say, 200 shards?
Oh, yeah, just give me it. That's
Deal.
chump change.
Give me the contract.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Now, stop looking for Ray.
Who?
I see we have an understanding.
Sorry. I have no idea what you're talking about.
We're doing great.
Alright, so we get 2 out of 10 for that. But generally, this is kind of the same I review when I reviewed Technomancer. I know Total Biscuit totally hated it. He only played it for a couple hours, though. And I think it generally got a lot better on after the first couple hours. I mean, I had a pretty rough time initially past the first hour or so, just constantly you try to treat it like a normal RPG. You go out, fight up some monsters, try to level up. Not going to happen in this one. Yeah, you got to do a lot of side quests first. Enemy's very difficult.
Up and
Yeah,
down, up and down. They should sell tickets to people so they can come for a ride.
Grab some free arrows,
These
though.
berserkers have no idea how to make a profit.
Why are you doing that?
Oh. I really thought it was free. Run. Run! I really kind of thought it was free. Yeah, but overall, I also got accused of doing general reviews of games that I gave positive reviews for. I generally only cover games I like, for the most part. That's just personal preference. I do cover games I hate occasionally. It all depends on the game. But if I don't like the game, I don't cover it. I'll play it for a couple hours. And if I don't like it, I'll just put it away. I don't think... Unless it's something like a really big game, I generally don't do negative pieces. I like to keep it positive. Stuff I like, etc. I mean, who wants to play a game for 40 hours if you hate it, Kind of my philosophy. So I cover what I like, what I know. And I do know RPGs. And this is pretty good. I do think it is kind of the spiritual successor. Unfortunately, it does have some of the bugs with Gothic, but I think we're a little less forgiving nowadays than we were back then. Nowadays, there's one thing wrong with the game. I think we just lose our ass immediately, which I can't really... Is it excusable? Somewhat. I mean, there's stuff that can be worked out. I think maybe this was rushed a little bit. They got down to crunch time and they had to go. But a lot of this is just minor fixes over an overall great game. So I am sticking with my... most I could be argued down with it was a 7.5, but I think this is an 8 game. It's a unique breath of fresh air in the industry right now. I think it's a unique RPG. Got a definitely different style to it. Combat, not for everyone, I will say, not for everyone. Good music, beautiful world. Got a good difficulty as well. Alright guys, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed this second review. I just want to explain myself a little bit more. talk about the review. I apologize I can't bring this to you in the full 60 or more, but the recording software just doesn't want to do it. Yeah, I even tried with Fraps the other day, and it was showing game of 60, but the minute I hit record, it's like, nope, 30. No matter what software I use. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Sure, the like button help a lot. I'll see you guys next time.